miraculous moments before Jesus' birth. In a small town called Nazareth, a young woman named Mary had received a divine message just months before. The angel Gabriel had visited her with words that seemed impossible yet filled her with wonder. She would conceive and give birth to a son, not just any son, but the Son of God. Though she was afraid at first, Mary accepted her role with grace and humility, saying, "Let it be done to me according to your word." Now, as the time for her delivery drew near, Mary and her husband, Joseph, found themselves on a journey to Bethlehem, a result of a decree by Caesar Augustus that required everyone to return to their ancestral towns for a census. Imagine Mary, heavily pregnant, riding on a donkey while Joseph walked beside her, guiding them along rugged paths. It was not a journey of luxury. It was a grueling trek through hills and valleys, through heat by day and chill by night. Yet Mary bore it all with quiet strength, knowing the child she carried was no ordinary child. Bethlehem, when they arrived, was bustling with people. The streets were crowded, inns were full, and there was no room for this couple about to bring forth the light of the world. You can picture Joseph knocking on door after door, pleading for a place to stay, while Mary waited, calm but weary. Finally, they were offered shelter, not in a warm inn, but in a stable, a space meant for animals. In this humble setting, among the hay and the sounds of livestock, the moment the world had been unknowingly waiting for drew closer. The starry sky above Bethlehem glowed brighter, as if creation itself was holding its breath. Angels were preparing for their grand announcement, ready to proclaim the news to shepherds watching over their flocks in the fields. Meanwhile, wise men far to the east were already on their way, guided by a brilliant star that had appeared in the heavens, a sign they knew foretold the birth of a king. They carried gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, unaware of the simplicity and humility of the child they were about to honor. And then, in the stillness of that holy night, in the least likely of places, the greatest moment in history unfolded. Mary gave birth to her son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger. The cries of a newborn filled the stable, the first sound of God entering the world as man. The Savior, the Messiah, had arrived, not with fanfare, but with humility. This was the moment hope was born. The world would never be the same again.